Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We have an all-standing pyramid workout today with dumbbells. So grab your weights. You can use moderate weights for today, or if you want to go heavier or lighter, depending on what your split was this week, that is fine. My affirmation of the day is self-love. So let's give ourselves a little bit of love. You're loving yourself with this workout, but I'm like kind of interspersing my own affirmation of the day with pulling the cards because sometimes like I pull one and I'm like, weird, or it's too much from the writer. So I figured I would just give my own because these are the ones like we just know we should love ourselves, but it's very hard sometimes. So whether it's giving yourself a spa day or getting yourself a good sweat or going for a walk in some sunshine, self-love. And then you'll have enough love for everybody else. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn some music on. The music's been loud lately, so I turned it down a little bit on your end because I've been watching the replays and it's been quite loud. You can still hear me, but I don't want the music to be overpowering. Got my new speaker working. The tech is working. Just gonna double check. Everything's good to go. Okay. All right. Perfect song for a sunny Friday in July holiday. All right. We're gonna roll the shoulders and then give me a good morning. So you can turn your fitness tracker on to high intensity interval training. And again, just, everything's standing today. Sometimes coming up and down off the floor can be hard for people. Sometimes you just maybe not, you're away on vacation, you don't have a mat. So it's going to be a good workout for travel. If you just have dumbbells, but you didn't bring your mat with you. Good. And it's very functional too. One more time. Good. And then we're going to go arm circles, right and left. And we're going to bring the knee up. Just take your time with it. Good. Let's bring that knee up. Engage those lower abs. And just sweeping the arm. Good. Good. A couple more. Last one. Good. Let's squat it out. So find the foot distance that you like for squats. We're just getting started. Good. And you can also do this workout just with very light weights and just get used to it if you're a beginner. You just want to kind of get the feel of what a pyramid is. Fast paced, but you don't have that up and down. Good. Two more. Last one. Take a deep breath up and fold over those legs. Take your feet a little wider. This feels good. Good. Go over to one side. And then go ahead over to the other side. You might be tight. I am very tight today. And we're going to have our hands above the knees. Bring your shoulder down. Pulse it for 2. And then pulse it for 2. This should feel good on your low back, on your shoulders. So we have 6 moves today. So that'll be 3 minutes of consistent work when we get to the top of the pyramid. So we have 30 seconds each move. Good. One more each side. Good, last one, and we're gonna cat and cow right here. So I'm gonna give you a side view. So we're gonna round and arch. So we have 30 seconds each move. We give 30 seconds of rest in between, but we stack them on. So we'll do move 1, take 30 seconds of rest. Move 2, 1 and 2, 30 seconds of rest. So you're doing a lot of repetition. Roll it all the way up. Good job. All right, take those feet apart. Tap and reach it out. Start to rotate through that rib cage. Good. And reach it up. Get a little side bend here. Work that spine in all directions. So this is pretty low impact workout, but that doesn't mean low intensity. You know that. 4, 3, 2, march it out. And march like you mean it. So sometimes I see this, but march like you mean it. Get those knees up. set my fitness tracker. Open up those feet. Just drive those knees up. Amazing how hard this can be when you really put some effort into it. 3, 2, 1. Squat and give me a crescent knee. And squat this knee. Good. Good. You can do anything you want with those arms for counterbalance. Good. Open up those hips. Good. We're not even going down to the floor for our warm-up. Keep it all standing. I thought about doing a couple of things down there. I'm like, no. Good, last one. Good, we're gonna go lateral lunge. So we're gonna lunge out, come up other side. Good. And the cardio move today is gonna be move 2. And you don't need any equipment for it. I'm gonna change it each time. Good. Now next time you go out, stay here and go 2 more times. Bring this leg in and go to the other side. So it's 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try to keep my toe down so I really get that nice stretch. And bring it in, other side. And bring those feet together. And we're just gonna go up on the toes and back on the heels. Just kind of warming up those feet. Good. And we're gonna start out with a warm-up move with a moderate to light weight to kind of warm up the core and the shoulders a little bit more with some weight. So it's not a shock to the system when we get to that first exercise. So I'm just gonna take an 8-pound weight. So for 30 seconds, we're going to do a halo, alternating, standing. And then the second one, we're going to squat and knee twist. Okay, so let's bring that weight down to one hip. Brace that core, take it around, other side. So just kind of an extended warm up here, but we're also working the core. Brace that core. I might throw in a bonus one. Since we're doing everything standing, there's so many great ways you can work the core standing. Just walking, you're working your core, right? Good. Bend those knees as needed. You don't want to have locked knees here. Good. Last one. And then we're going to hold that weight here. We're going to squat, drop that weight down in your imaginary back pocket. I'm not going for speed here. Good. This will work your balance. Good. Notice we're twisting. Good, working that spine in all directions. Nice big exhale there. Give me 2 more. Good, last one. Good. Let's put that weight in this hand. We'll just do a few reps here of a side bend. When you come up from your next side bend, lift the opposite knee. And do it again. Again, we're just warming up. If you don't like that knee lift, just keep with the side bend. Again, I don't have my heaviest weight here. It's not what this is about. It's about warming up through that core. One more. Other side. So this is great. Let's just do the side bend to start. Great for people who can't do crunches. You want to work your core and you don't want to get on the mat. A lot of people like standing workouts. I teach a bar class live and nobody wants to get on the floor. Nobody wants to do a plank. They're like, just let's work our legs. I do a lot of upper body though in there too with light weights in traditional bar fashion. So if you guys want me to do a live bar, I will. I love it actually. We do it with a chair and it's a big, huge core workout because you're doing everything basically. This is your last one. Everything basically on one side at a time. So A lot of core. Okay, get a drink. Have all your dumbbells ready. What's going on here? Okay. My fan is blowing my paper. Okay, I have these memorized practically. All right, our first move, uneven. So you're gonna do a 2-step squat, 1 weight racked, 1 down. So you 2-step, and then at the end, you switch. So if you wanna do this with super light weights, you can move a little faster, but not out of control. I'm just gonna use 8s to start. Move 1, and then we get a 30-second break. This feels like it goes slow at first, but then it will quickly add up. So I'm opening my feet a little wider. Ready? Here we go. Step, step, switch. So again, your first few can be more like warm up. Good. And just see how these weights feel. For today, maybe you want to stay here. I've been lifting really heavy, so I'm kind of liking these light weights right now. This is your last one. And switch. Good. You get a 30-second break. We're going to do that one again. And our cardio move is just going to be side lunges. This is your low impact. Okay? You can do one arm. Okay? Get the arms up to really get that heart rate up. You can jump to transfer that weight if you want. You don't have to. Trying to make this friendly for all. All right, we ready? Pick up your weights. I'm going to start on this side this time. Here we go. So the fact that we're standing really helps with transitioning. You don't have to worry about getting on and off the floor. So you're going to have less rest in between. Not that we take a lot of rest in a pyramid, but you don't have that, okay, let me get down on the floor. That might take a couple of seconds. Breathe. Finish your last one. And we go right into the cardio. I'm getting the arms up because I want to get that heart rate up. I'm going to add on to this next time we do it. You get a 30-second break at the end of this. Come on, you got 15 seconds. Now, you don't have to do that little jump I'm doing. You can step. Okay. It's not a lot of impact either way. Time. Ooh. Take a break. 30 seconds. We're going to go back to move 1. Do move 2 again. I'm going to add a jack to that. So it's going to be jack, jack, lunge, lunge. Okay, if you want it. Move 3. Get your weights. Again, not right now. I'm just going to show you. 2 chest flies, 2 curls. Okay? It's going to be hard to do after cardio. I'm going to use 10s for that. 2, start. You ready? All right, I'm going to use 10s for the uneven squat. Ready? Here we go. You got a little bit more rest there because I was explaining. It's okay. So it definitely feels harder. Working biceps, legs. Ooh. I like to have that weight down between the legs for that step out. Chest up. Ooh. Finish your last one. I'm trying to alternate which side we start with. Time. Cardio. So if you want the jack, you can take it and you can switch which side you go for the lunge. Come on. If you don't like high impact jacks, you're right here. You can still do it all low impact, right? Just get those arms up. Move your body. Stay positive. Come on. One more. Get those weights. Chest fly. Alternating. Remember, it is a chest fly, not a front raise. Palms are facing front. 2 curls. Start with the other arm. These should feel heavy. So I only want you to go one arm at a time. This is your chest and biceps. Ground your feet into the floor, tilt the pelvis. Come on. Think about how these weights feel. It's not a speed game with this move. This is your strength. Finish it. Time. Whew. All right. Move 4 is going to be a curtsy. Plant your feet, lateral raise. What I don't want you to do is this. Okay, that you would only do if you have very light weights, like 2s or 3s. But I really want you to get something you feel. Ground through the core, and then do your lateral raise. All right, moves 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hitting it all. All right, we'll start over here. Ready, and go. Now, you move at your own pace, but keep the weight here. Don't do anything funky with it. It's really like you're holding a bicep curl. So let's talk about how you felt this morning. Maybe you felt like you didn't want to work out, but you just hit play and you did. One more. Go you. It's a form of self-love and switch. Good. We have our cardio. You get both arms up. Come on. Working on your bone density here. Improving. All standing. Whew. Come on. I'll change this next time around. Come on. Come on, move your body. Whew. Use your shoulders. Last one. Pick up your weights. Palms face front the whole time. No rest there. Whew. I have 10s, by the way. I'm feeling perfect with these. I want you to think chest and biceps. Go slow on the way down. For both of these moves, work on that eccentric contraction. Now I'm going to use the same weights for my curtsy. And finish. We go right into the curtsy. Pick a side and go. Woo. Now, if you want to go one arm at a time, you can. Chest is up on the curtsy. Wrists are straight. Come on. We only have 2 more moves after this to show. Good. And I'll tell you what the cardio is. But if you like the original cardio, do the original cardio. Go heavier when you need. This is your last one. Work those shoulders. Bring it down slow. Good. All right. So the cardio is going to be a Heisman. So it's a lateral movement. What I want is more speed. So you bring the knee up and hold, but you get right back to the other side. If you don't want to do that, do a front knee skater. And I'm not jumping here. You're getting the same element through the core without that little shuffle jump. All right, we ready? The cardio is going to be that. The move is going to be a monkey row for 5. Get something heavy for back. If you don't like being all the way in a squat, just do your rows here and do it with a dead lift. Okay? All right. Ready? 5 moves. Rack them up and go. So this goes a little faster once I've showed all the moves. Ooh, are you challenged by the weights you have? You're getting a lot of squats today. This will drive the heart rate up for sure. We're coming back. Last one. Whew. All right, Heisman's. Come on. It's a good one to do in a class. Race somebody. Remember, you can do that step touch with the knee up. Come on. Breathe. Come on. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, chest fly. Palms forward. That's the key there. Curl. These curls are adding up. So we had like a little, almost like a hammer curl on move 1. Now we have a palm up curl. So we're hitting all heads of the bicep. Now try not to twist on this. You're just going to the opposite shoulder. We have our dead rows. I'm gonna go dead row. But you can do that little sumo row. I like the dead row. Last one. Whew. All right. Get your weights. There we go. Push into those heels, stand. And you can do any row you want. If you want to do palms back, okay, you can do that. Long reach to the crown of the head. This is as much for the core as it is for the back. If you want more back, stay down here and just do your rows. I'm going to finish out the last few seconds here with just my rows. Last one, and put them down. Whew. All right. The last one is a tricep overhead extension, okay, with a knee. So if you want more triceps, maybe you do 2 or 3, okay? If you're going heavy, maybe you just want to do 1 because it's going to be hard. Same thing with the rows. If you just wanted to do bang out some rows, make sure when you're in a deadlift, real quick on this one, sometimes I see people squat. Yes, we were doing the squat, the sumo squat for the monkey row. I'll show that next time. But for a bent over dead row, you're just hinging the hips back. Okay, so it's very different. See the angle of my knee? Very different than that. Okay, so pick. All right. We're going all 6. You'll get a little rest, and then we go all the way back. All right, 2-step squat. Ooh, here we go. I know I'm doing a little bit more explaining. It's okay. Sometimes if I feel I've been seeing things in my classes that need attention, I will talk about good form. That's kind of my thing. Good form. I have clients who always tell me, oh my God, did you see that? Is that why you said that? And I'm like, yeah, I saw you were tightening up your neck or your shoulders. All right, we have that cardio and Heisman coming in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, I'm gonna go here, closer to you. Come on. Can we beat each other? Come on. You inspire me, I inspire you. As soon as that knee comes up, put that foot right back down. Hinge forward, I'll show from the side. You don't need a lot of space. Come on. 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm gonna go a little heavier. Chest fly. In. Come on. Definitely slowing down. The heavier weight. Oh, well, I'm probably only gonna get 3 sets. It's fine. Perfect. What are you gonna do with the curtsy? And get your weights. I'm gonna grab my 10s. I'm gonna go curtsy, because I wanna lift both weights at the same time. If I had my 12s, I'd probably have to go right and left. Make sure you're at a little bit of an angle in front of your arms, almost like a V. But I don't want to say too much because you don't want it to be a front raise. You want it to be working those medial delts. Now think about this move. Think about your hips. Make sure they're facing front. Chest up, pushing that foot. Work that glute. Push that front foot. Whew, and don't let those shoulders go, meaning I don't want you to do this. Okay? Chest up, shoulders down. Last one. And we're going dead row. I'm going to show it right here. Here's the sumo. A little harder on your legs and your core. Otherwise, do the dead row 1 and 1, or just do your rows. Just lifting one at a time. My weights are light. That's okay. I just wanted to show you guys. And then we have that tricep. Actually, these feel very challenging for me right now. Tuck that tailbone under, push to your heels. You're going in constant tension on those legs. And you're pulling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring 1 or 2 weights up. I'm going to go a little lighter. I have 2 weights. So we go up, knee crunch. Trying to build in a little core to this standing workout. I hope this becomes a favorite. I really do. I did put a lot of thought into it to challenge each muscle and our core without getting on the floor. Come on, get a nice 45-second break at the end of this one. Notice I'm not twisting. I'm just bringing that knee up, and my body is tall. So you're getting a little narrow chest press too, which also, last one. Woo, bring it in. So that narrow chest press also works the triceps and the chest. How'd we do? All right, take a well-deserved 45-second break. I'm gonna wipe myself down. Think about how you want to handle the next round. You know, do you want to get anything different? Do you want to try heavier weights or lighter weights? Oh, 20 seconds of rest left. So hydrate. I have a little electrolyte in my water. I put it in there in the morning. I use Element. I use a half a packet. But I also bought Drip Drop, which was on an Amazon Prime deal last week with the Prime Days. And they're very good too, but it's less. It's like not as much sodium. All right, we're starting with the tricep. All right, so it's gonna feel a little different. I'll cue you as best as I can. I'll change up the cardio unless you love what we're doing, okay? We're gonna do a shuffle and squat. Okay, ready? Here we go. Tricep, knee. I want you to make sure you get that weight all the way up there. And really brace that core. I say try to tuck the ribs under and not flare the ribs. Almost like you're bracing, okay? It's a tough one. You're getting a little overhead press in there every time. And maybe one more tricep and you're out. Whew, okay. You're going into your dead row or your monkey row. And I'm just gonna go here with the twisting row. What I love about the dead row is you get a little bit more hamstring every time you come up. You're just twisting through the back. These are 12s, by the way. Go ahead. Honor your body. If you did 20s yesterday for this move, I'm gonna go a little lighter today. And time. Curtsy, lateral raise. All right, get those weights. I'm gonna go back to my 10s and go. We're going all the way to the top of the pyramid, all 6 moves. And then this is the last time for that uneven 2-step squat. So I always feel a little bit more connected to these moves when we reverse the direction. I feel more comfortable with them, allowing me to go smoother, deeper, better. Come on. Really feel my shoulders. Everybody loves to work shoulders. Last one. Woo. All right. All right, chest fly. Oh. Keep your wrists straight and curl. Show from the side. My elbows are pointing down. Try to go down slow. These 12s are kicking my butt on the chest fly. Remember, it's not a front raise. And this should feel pretty challenging for both muscle groups. That's why I put these two together. Last one. Okay, put them down. Cardio. Shuffle. So we're going to tap down, shuffle. You can be here and bring those arms out or up, but stay low. I'll show you from the side. Keep going. What I normally see in this one is this or this. It's just a squat, guys. Shuffle, squat, shuffle. You have to tell yourself to put those heels down. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right. Uneven squat. Ready? Last time. And you'll get a 30-second break. And then we'll do just the 5 moves. Last time for this one. Think about zipping up your inner thighs. Good. Heart rate should be up after that cardio. Keep a straight back. Don't let those weights pull you forward or wait. Come on, one more. Good. Time. It's a good one to do in front of a mirror to make sure that your weight's right here and not this way or that way, okay? You got a bicep curl there. All right, I'm going back. Move 6. And this will be your last cardio move. So we're gonna do the shuffle and squat again. If you wanna pick something else like the side lunges or the Heismans, you can do that. If you wanna do burpees, go ahead. But we're trying to keep this off the mat. All right, I'm gonna go a little heavier. All right, ready? Go. Oh my gosh, definitely harder with the 10s. More difficult on my core, including my back. So you have to really brace that core. Again, if you don't want to do too many with the knee up, ask yourself why. Okay? You know, this isn't like a total strength day. This is more of a mix, metabolic conditioning. So, you know, get the knee up. It's good for your core. It's also good for your brain. Last one. Give me one more tricep. And we're gonna go right to the dead row. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna go here this time. Now, when you pull one arm at a time, keep going. Don't do this. It's not what it's about. It's about using your back. Okay? Sit into those heels. One weight at a time works your core differently. Also allows you to go a little heavier. Push into those heels and tuck that tailbone under. Try to drop down a little more. Use your back to lift the weights, not your hands. Last one. curtsy lateral raise. Don't wait for me, just go. If you have the same weights, you might want to reconsider going a little heavier on your rows. It's harder to go heavier with smaller muscle groups like shoulders, like triceps, and even biceps sometimes. So usually if you're going to go heavier, chest and back, that's why I picked up a little heavier for that chest fly. Don't underestimate the curtsy. Really get down there, push off that heel. Ready? 4, 3, 2, change your weights if needed for the bicep curl. All right, and the chest fly. You're just going out to that opposite shoulder. This is another good one to do in a mirror because you should be able to see that you're not twisting. My hips are solid here. I'm just using my pecs. All right, what do we have next? We have cardio. We're only going to do this one more time. Finish it. No matter where you are, you might be on the fly. And cardio. All right. I'm going to give you another fun one to do here. All right. Front and back, slam, slam. Front, back, slam, slam. I should have showed you this one. But if you want to try it, if you want low impact, forward, back, slam, slam. Okay? Or you can do that shuffle and squat. On that slam, I have my hands together the whole time. Come on. So I have my hands together for that forward back, and then I bring them up for the slam. One more. You definitely got more than 30 seconds. Whew. Love that one. So that's a new one for me. So you'll be seeing that a little more. It's definitely hard on the legs. Take your break. We start with triceps again. Whew. 4 moves. It'll be last time for the chest fly. Woo! Loving this workout. Woo! All right. Ready? Get your weights. Here we go. Now I did a little drill before we did tricep overhead extensions in my classes this week. Because sometimes if we are tight in the front delt, you're not going to be able to get those elbows high. So if you're really just working on your tricep overhead extension, maybe try it without weights. Make sure you can fully straighten your elbows. That's what we're doing with the weights. Sometimes when we grab heavier weights, we skip. Last one. Put them down. Dead row. I'm going to show you a dead fly. Okay? So we'll go. If you're just not having the rows anymore, and I'm going to go fly because I'm not going super heavy today, and I'm still working my back. And your weights come out a little bit behind your shoulders. Okay? You can do any row you want here. I'm just giving you variety based on the weights you might have today available to you. So if you don't have your heavy weights, do a rear delt fly. That's the back of the shoulder. Like I said, can't take that much weight. I would never do this with 15s unless I was going maybe one arm at a time. Last one. Ooh, right into the curtsy. So again, we work the rear of the shoulder and now the side. So when your feet are down for the lat raise, really push your feet into the floor and squeeze your glutes. Use what you have available to you to make your lat raise better. Whew. These are getting hard. You can also go one arm at a time, but lift with your shoulder, not your hand, okay? Use your muscle. Focus on the muscle you're using. Just go through the motions. That's why this is an excellent workout. This can be your last one for a beginner. Get light weights, get water bottles, and get used to the motion. Woo. All right, get your heavier. Last time for the chest fly. We all started somewhere, and I always recommend to my new clients, we do body weight for weeks before we add weights. Because if you don't have the mobility, if you don't have the range of motion and the basics, how can I expect you to pick up weights? So if you may be doing this with just no weights or water bottles, that's perfect. You're getting the range of motion, and just go slower on the way down. Whew. This is gonna be your last one. Really control it on the way down. Whew. Put those weights down. I am sweating. All right, take your 30 seconds, 3 moves. So we have the last time for the curtsy lateral raise, okay? So remember, focus on the muscle, stay positive, okay? And the more you can say positive things to yourself, the better. If you're saying, oh my God, this is so hard. Oh my God, it hurts. I mean, yes, if you are in dire pain, yes, stop the exercise. But can you do something else that's functional in between? Get your weights for your tricep. So for instance, if you're doing a bicep curl and you can't do anymore, do a shoulder roll. You're working, okay? Or a deadlift, all right? Those things come with time. I'm gonna do 2 tricep overhead extensions to one knee. And this pull down is excellent if you're going heavier in weight, even if you're not doing the knee. You're keeping it in here, right? So you're still working that tricep. Don't let those elbows flare out. Going back to 1 and 1, but get those arms all the way up. If you can't bend your or straighten your elbows, ask yourself why. You can do it without a weight, there's no problem. Start with lighter weights, last one. Whew. And dead row, or dead fly. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Now I'm gonna do 3 rows to 1 deadlift. So I'm just showing you variations. You don't have to do them this time. Maybe you do it next time. So I grab my heavier weights. If I wanted to grab my lighter weights, I do the fly. Either way, I'm slowing it down on the eccentric contraction on the way down. Another thing I see is leaning back when you come up out of your dead row. So just come to standing, end time. Whew. Curtsy lateral raise. Last time for this move. Getting to the end of the pyramid. So we opened with a few mobility moves, but we challenged the core. That was a good way to warm up the body, warm up the core. Also get your shoulders going, so you got a little bonus core work there. Oh, my shoulders. Again, if you can't do another lateral raise, do your curtsy and then do a shoulder roll. That's fine, you're still working. But you don't have to stop altogether. End time. Whew. Put them down. How we doing? Whew. 2 moves. Oh. So if the tricep, you can do a double tricep to a 1 knee. Maybe you don't want to do the knee anymore. Maybe your back's bothering you. But try to get that knee up if you can. All right? Whew. All right. 5 seconds. So grab your weights. And then we have the dead rows. So have those 2 sets of weights ready to go in your head and in your space. When we cool down, I'll show you the mobility move for the triceps. Remember to brace your core. Squeeze your glutes too, they're part of your core. I said in my class the other day, whenever I hear this song, I feel like I'm at a wedding. DJs usually play this song, or bands, last one, when they want to get the party going. All right, last one, I'm gonna go to that sumo. Here we go. So engage the legs. You don't have to be too low to feel it here. You can come down a little more, but I don't want you to round the shoulders. Look at my shoulders. Keep them square as possible. Give you a side view. And then last time for this one. Love how this feels on your core. Last one. Time. Whew. So sometimes on back, you might want to go heavier. You're like, oh, Chris said to go heavier on back. But if we're in a deadlift position and it starts to hurt your low back, then don't go as heavy. You know, if you're doing a single arm row in this position, yeah, go a little heavier because it's a little easier on your core. Or if you're doing a deadlift and you're taking that break every time, it's a functional break because you're working your hamstrings. That's a good time to go a little heavier. But if you're feeling pain in your hamstrings or low back, that's a signal to go lighter or maybe do a different exercise. One exercise. All right. Triceps, let's go. Give it your all. And then we cool down. Here we go. Now, if you want to just do all triceps here, that is A-okay with me. I'm going to do 3. And I'm really trying to find that balance with one knee up. Think about how many reps you're doing. And you're working that core. Sometimes I think standing core is harder than core on the floor. Last one. And I'm just going to do one more because we can. And bring it down. Good job. Whew. All right. Walk around. Let that heart rate come down. I know it's not skyrocketing, but I'm definitely sweating. Whew. All right. So let me just show you that move. So you're just going to tap right between your shoulder blades. And notice where your elbow is. If you're like, oh, if you're here, you know, try to do a few shoulder rolls and then try it again. Even just doing this before you do that tricep overhead extension. All right. Also threading the needle is a good one because you're opening up and then threading under. Okay. Let's do the standing version of that. I'll first start here, hands above the knees with a little light pressure, and we're going to cat and count. Round and arch. This one usually gets better the more you do it. I felt very tight when we started, but now really good. Last one, we're going to roll it all the way up. All right, I'm going to show you from the front, same position for the feet. And you're going to have one hand on your thigh. This arm comes up open. This also opens the shoulder, and we're going to thread under and open. Also is a great stretch for the thoracic or middle spine. But what I see sometimes with this, I see sometimes the hand flips and the arm goes like that. It is a opener, okay? Think about it. It's like very gradual, okay? And then bring it under, hold. Other side. So open it up, thread it under. You can do this on all fours, but since we're staying standing today, I'll show you from the front. So I'm opening. I have both knees bent. This will help you with your posture too. It'll help you with your functional exercises, and roll it up. Good. All right, we're gonna do a standing calf stretch. Feet on that railroad track. Press that back heel down. So if you don't feel a good stretch here when we do a shoulder stretch, thread the needle is excellent. Good. And then bring that back leg in, stretch that hamstring. These are all essential stretches to do, I say every day, definitely after a workout and mobility like we did before. Other side. If you're not doing these, you're going to be more susceptible to low back pain, injury. Little goes a long way. Even when I go out for a walk, I'm doing this, probably doing this a little more, because you want to get that more mobility in, and then a static stretch always at the end. Bring it in. So just think about the muscles you're going to work on that walk. You're going to work your hips, you're going to work your quads, hamstrings, glutes, core. And you just want to, give yourself 5 minutes of mobility. It goes a long way. And release it. Whew. Stretch out your bicep, bring that arm out. Flex the wrist. Whew. This is a good stretch for the wrist. Other side, a good stretch for the bicep. Sometimes when we are on our computer or our devices, we're not working our hands. And I've been really focusing a little bit more on that lately. Open up, lace the fingertips behind. Good. And if you want to take a forward fold with it, shoulders draw away though. Make sure your shoulders don't come up here. Okay, keep drawing the shoulder blades away. And bend your knees, roll it up. Take your right wrist, just take a little bend, and we're going to take a standing halo. Just a little circle forward. This feels so good on your core. One more, and other side. Take that wrist over, and I'll show you from the side what we're doing, and then forward. Feels fabulous on your low back and on your obliques. And bring it up. How about a big inhale? Exhale, bring those hands into your heart. Give yourself a little self-love. Well, I think you already did by doing this workout. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. I really like doing that all standing. I've been meaning to do that for a while. It was on my list that I thought would be a good idea. Sometimes I hear like, oh, I don't want to get off the floor, which my first reaction to something like that is, well, that's functional. That's life. You need to learn how to be able to come up and down off the floor. But I also recognize there might be times when you're in pain. You can't do it. You hurt your knee, you hurt your ankle, and you can't do that, or you don't want to do it, or if you're not in a space. So again, give yourself some love and take that little option when you need it, when your body needs it. All right, I'll see you next time.